Hello guys, it's your boy KP. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be speaking about why I believe Arsenal will win this Premier League this season. Before we get into this video, can I just ask, if you're new or you're returning and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button down below. It really helps the channel, and comment down below your thoughts, your feelings. Have you been enjoying this international break, or see, I'm being sarcastic, or been bored? What you've been doing to keep yourself entertained? Because I can't, like, none of these games have really been good. And are you just like me? Are you just wishing to play and get the Prem back? 6 more days to the Prem returns, obviously 5 more days actually, and 6 more days to the big game. Obviously, I know I ain't dropped a few videos in a couple of days. International break, I just been a bit bored. I said, let me relax. But yeah, we're back. It's the week of. Let's get back into it. And yeah, man, why I believe Arsenal can win the Premier League. First of all, before we even get into that, I just want us to take one game at a time. As fans, as players, as the manager, I just hope that this includes the Champions League. It's just one game at a time. We're not looking too ahead of ourselves in terms of fixtures, trying to plan or change the squad based on certain things. Of course, don't get me wrong. Based on bottom of the league, you've got a Champions League game midweek. You're going to have to rest a certain amount of players because you should not necessarily need it. But given the fact that we only have 10 games left, such a close title race, obviously we'll take the squad where it's needed, but I don't want wholesale changes at all. I don't think Mikel will do that. He's not really someone that does that, but yeah, just that point. See, because the majority of our 10 games left in the Prem is against the top 6 clubs, or like top 8, the big clubs. We got a away game at Etihad against City. We got Villa in there. We got Old Trafford visit. We got a Tottenham Hotspur Stadium visit. We got Chelsea's game at the Emirates. Obviously, albeit they're not performing. They're like 11th right now, but they're still a Big Six club. They've still got quality players. They're still a fixture. Our record in the Big Six games this season has been quite good. Obviously, 4 wins, 2 draws, and obviously I included the Villa game in there because they're in and around Champions League right now. They should finish in that position. Obviously, we lost that game at Villa Park, but do expect us to get back. So that's 4 wins, 2 draws, 1 losses. That's the best 1 loss. Sorry, that's the best record out of all the top 6 clubs against each other. Maybe Villa might have a better record, but I do believe they lost 2 games to Man United, so I'm not too sure how that works out. But yeah, so confident going into these games that we can put up a result. Our away record is excellent. Our defense, I feel like, sets the tone of how we play these games, where we are solid defensively. We give teams nothing, and that allows us to have the platform to potentially take risks, to be confident in our attack, because we know that we have serious strappers in the defensive end. Obviously, we go to our XG this season, our XG for and XG against. Obviously, for goals, we got 56.6 XG for us, the goals that we should be expected to score, and 19.4 XG against, which is quite good. Obviously, we've conceded 24 goals this season so far, and we scored 70 goals in the Prem, that is. And if we compare those, I don't know the exact XG from last season, but we compare the goals scored after 28 games this season, we had only scored 66 goals and we have conceded 26. So obviously it's only 2 goals less conceded, but still a good showing. And obviously we've scored 4 more goals. Maths is crazy. And considering that last season was our best goal scoring season ever, we're on track to beat that. So if we could have this continuous progression in our goal scoring without that main number 9 that everyone says, it can only show that a good thing. Shows I love the whole sharing goals. I love the whole you don't know where it's coming from, because it's harder to defend. And if you compare where we were last season, obviously this season we've won 20 games, drawn 4, lost 4. Last season we won 22, drawn 3, lost 3. Obviously better record last season, but considering where I think we had just faced Crystal Palace. I think that was 28th game, the 4-1 when Patrick Vieira, the game after Patrick Vieira just got sacked. Obviously, I was still thinking, we're going to win the league. We're still 5 points above City. Obviously, different scenario now where there's a 3-horse race. There's only a 2-horse race. But obviously, the scope of the league looked different. Obviously, Newcastle and United were in the top 4 this season. They're nowhere near that. Brighton was 6th and close on around. Liverpool have you know what I mean? Everything's changed, man. And I feel like this season we're better for it. We have the years experience. We have a better squad. Players are fit when they need to be. A year experience for our coach as well. So it can only come in handy. There's a few players that I feel like are going to be very key in this running. I just want to briefly touch on them. And those players to me is Saka, Saliba, Martinelli, David Raya, Kai Havertz, and Declan Rice. I'll give a line on each. Saka, because he's our highest goal scorer, our highest assist player. If he continues his output, we're going to really need his output. I feel like it gives us a good chance. Saliba, he's one of the best defenders, if not one of the best defenders in the Prem. Obviously, Van Dijk will have an argument, but one of the best defenders in the world and in Europe. And I feel like we missed him. I think at this point last season, I think he was missing, because I think Holden had come in, and obviously the effect hadn't happened yet. But once we had that first loss, that first mistake from Holden, I feel like it bottled down. Hopefully, we haven't seen any flare up from Saliba's back, which is good. But hopefully, he stays fit, stays performing well. Obviously, with Gabriel back there. Martinelli, his outlet last season running, he was the one that came up clutch, scored goals and assists in almost every game. His outlet, his pace, his that Brazilian in him comes out when it comes time to fight, when it's crunch time. And obviously, I know he's not fit right now. We haven't seen any news about his injury, but hopefully he comes back and he's going to be key for us. David Raya, I feel like his calmness, his cross-claiming, his distribution will provide key. I don't see him passing out mistakes in pressurized times compared to not even pressurized times. If you look at the Southampton game last season, I'm not blaming Ramsdale for our loss, but that 30 seconds you just gave the ball away, gave him a goal. Come on, man. I don't see Raya doing that. Not to say he won't give the ball away, but I don't think he gives the ball away in areas that we're gonna get punished in. His distro, his quick rolling out, and his calmness oozes through the whole team as well as the defense especially. And Kai Havertz, he's going to probably play a lot of games up front. We've got a lot of big games, a lot of big away games, Champions League and in the Prem, but focusing on the Prem, he'll definitely start in the City game. He'll definitely start at United away. He'll probably start at Tottenham away. I wouldn't mind Jesus playing, but he will start in a lot of games. And I feel like his presence, his confidence he's growing, and his goals that he will bring, as well as just his overall link-up play, his aerial abilities, dual winnability, is going to be so key for us. And these players, they have to stay fit. They might not all start, but they all have to be in their A game every game up until the end of the season. And then there's a few other players that I'll speak in my next video that I feel like I call them squad players 12 to 17. The players that probably don't always get the start or they won't always get rotated and that are going to be key in this running. Obviously, some of them have been injured for a long part, but I'll speak in that in the next video. I just hope Mikel just keeps our emotions down, keeps our emotion controlled. When we need to be emotional, be emotional. When we need to be calm, stay calm. I also hope that he's able to rotate the squad so that we don't get any injuries to key players if there's anything flaring up just because we have big games. And I also hope for himself he gets this win. I hope that he pushes the team as hard as possible, that we get as high as possible, because Mikel don't get the flowers that he deserves. He doesn't get the respect that he deserves. And I feel like this league title will do more for Arsenal, the players, and Mikel more than anyone can actually believe. So yeah, I genuinely think like we can win the league. I feel like our running is tough, but I feel like tough games make you have to fight and play well and be focused, which is what I feel like we need at this point in time. And I feel like having the Champions League, having not a distraction, but it's another tournament that you're going through, another competition type of team, can just only give us belief, give us focus, and just also take away the pressure of just one game a week where you're just thinking, sitting there, training for 3, 4, 5 days. So yeah. It's been your boy KP. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button. You already know it helps the channel, and just comment down below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Speak soon.